doesn't let me.
Yeah,
okay, here we go right now, everyone. We're doing live the silver trade, okay? So, yes, we're going to get those order entries. The short side of silver is in play right now across the board. Minus 30 million. Now, let's go back to that silver chart. You can clearly see here as we continue to make lower lows, and you can short silver. Once again, you short silver. You make money when silver goes down, right, Mr. Beard? How many times have you shorted this SLV, Mr. Beard, since we've been covering it?
Quite a few.
And have you had success with your shorts?
Yes, yes.
And you understand market tops and how things roll over in your new environment at SMF. It's taught you how to get these directional movements, whether they're going to go down in value or they're going to go up in value, right?
Correct.
Okay. The most important thing that we want to know is when selling is going to exasperate. Clearly here you can see where they gapped the teeny gap down. So that was 2 teenies working on 3 teenies in the platform. And in the platform over here, a teeny is 11 cents. Well, that's 33 cents. Okay, in the platform. And you can see the thing I want you to understand, Mr. Beard, when that's at 0, that supports that short. You never come out. Okay? When they put in a bottom, Mr. Beard, this would have to spike to 15 or 25 and then keep running. So what I want to be clear here with you, Mr. Flag, is when do I cover a trade live right here? Okay, so you're in it at 0% right here. You let the short run. What happens with a lot of people compulsively is they'll just say, oh boy, that's great, it went down that quick. No, that's where weakness is, and you want to let that trade continue to run as the way that it should be until this turns around. Right now, at the low level in the platform there, you can see that you're at 0.80. You want this to go above 8.5. Silver breaks lower than that low right there. This is a weak low live in the entry right now. When you're selling short, there's a certain way this works. There's a certain way that this ratio works. You don't want this. You want this going toward 85. Okay, Mr. Beard? Yes. So to know when we're getting a bottom, we would cover if this starts to go towards 70 rather than 85, then we would buy to cover and take our profits from this particular short, even though they rallied up. So you came down 5 teenies and you rallied up 3 teenies. Then you had reversals. Nothing ever goes down straight, but people think right here they get trapped in, it makes another lower low. It makes this low and it bounces up, but it makes another lower low. This low is lower than that last bounce. This is a consolidation with diminishing price movement up and diminishing price movement up here. They roll over again. Then they make a really big lower low compared to all of the intraday lows, right, Mr. Beard? Learning how to let these things run their course on a multi-level intraday can be very rewarding as long as you know what's behind the silver is short covering that has been in the market. It's volatile, 68 million shares. However, the volume is a lot lower than the other days you traded it, right?
Yes.
So basically, when the weakness is going to be put in any name, is that we keep making lower lows. And the reason why we keep making those lower lows is because this right here is at down here towards 0 now. And you can see this live thing right here. See how that works, Mr. Beard? See how this works? 0.83. If I break 0.85, I go lower and lower. What would you rate the platform, Mr. Beard?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
So as far
simply
as
amazing.
Yes. So far as
Actually,
having directional movement, you know what you're doing. Is there any uncertainty in
Alert
what you do here?
SLV intraday percent at above 5.00.
Does your competence level grow within the execution?
Oh, definitely.
So you're not sitting there all compulsive at the buy and sell button and just letting the market consume you emotionally. You're controlling the market, so you're not being triggered by the market, are you?
No, I can actually see what's happening and kind of be prepared for what's going to happen, because you can see that coming.
That's right. Because when you start to break a half bar, you know what's going to happen. When you start to break out, you also know that if you only go up 3 teenies in a downtrend, you're going to roll over. So you've got all of these reversal bars to prove it. So anytime you go up 1 teeny, 2 teeny, and you can't go higher, you know you're going to come down. And this is just this, understanding the time zone before they make their next lower low. We're out of this short right now because we wouldn't go lower, and this started to turn around here. And see how this is going towards 70 now? It's not going toward 85. That's why we're coming up off the bottom. So knowing when to come out of the short is good, and knowing when to get long. Because if you're making the money short from over here, if I'm making this trade starting right here, and I'm short the first couple of bars out of the morning, I know that it's going to go down. I know they're going to have little bounces. So what? You can learn how to stay the course and let this winner run all day, or you can take short-term profits with new entries and still come out close to the same full intraday move, right, Mr. Beard?
Yes.
Then getting the directional movement. So it really doesn't matter, because if you're covering here and you're getting that, so that's 1 teeny, 2 teeny, 3 teenies up, for you on 1,000 shares, that's a $300 trade there, and then another 1,000 shares, and you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teenies at 11 cents. That's 66 cents or so. It doesn't matter. What matters is it could be about a $600 trade to your debit. So now all day long, each one of these greater movements short right here added you a lot more money to your trade. So with your market maker transactions that the market maker school is teaching you, it teaches you that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is how you come out of a short. If there's another breakdown later in silver, we can short it again. Once again, here's that silver trade. Let's see if any more margin debt gets taken out. They have a bounce coming off. You can see how they're bid popping it right in there. The volume is burning right here between the buyers and the sellers on the SLV.